Hey, good Sunday morning, everybody. It's Dave coming to you from the office here in the Wyoming house. It's about 8 o'clock Sunday morning, and I'm just enjoying my morning pipe. Look at that nice color. And doing some Prince Albert in my Wyoming meerschaum today. I've got my morning cup of black coffee. So this is my favorite. I don't know if you guys get favorite mugs, but I do. So this is my favorite coffee mug here. So it's Pioneer Grill. It's in Jackson Lake Lodge, and Sean and I went there for breakfast on their last day last year in October. And I said, "Hey, dude, I'd really like to buy two of these mugs." And he's like, "Yeah, we don't sell them, but it's the last day. Just put those in your pocket when you're done." So we were gifted / stole two of these. You know, the old classic ceramic coffee mugs. That's my favorite. So yeah, that's what's going on this morning. I just want to give you guys an update. I had a great day yesterday, so I just want to give you an update on yesterday. Try to keep these videos a little shorter. So I had two mule deer come by and visit this morning, Sunday morning around 5:30. So I'm going to show you that first, and then we'll go in and start talking about what we got done yesterday.
Got a couple of mule deer out here. It's 5:30 on Sunday morning.
Anyway, I thought the mule deer were cool. I don't see mule deer here too often. And they have two walk right up to basically the master bedroom. Was pretty cool. So the rest of the video is about yesterday. So I've told you in the past videos, I've cut all the trees I want down, and I've really switched. I took a week off the project with Sean here, and now I'm kind of back into it. And so yesterday I decided it was time to start the cleanup. I've got to have somewhere to put it, and I have all of last year's limbs stacked up. That thing was 8 feet tall by about 60 feet long, and I got nowhere to really bring my trees that are down now so I can get them limbed up and burned. So I had to start the burn pile yesterday, and we've had a couple of light rains this week, and it was pretty cold in the morning, and it's dead calm out here till about 11 o'clock. So just going to show you kind of going through, clean up the work area, doing how to use a working fire. I mean, it's different than a bonfire or a fireside chat fire. So anyway, the next few videos are just me cleaning up. I got the work area cleaned up. I got about 25% of the wood pile, fire pile burned. I'll be back out there this morning. And then I started painting the big silver submarine looking gas tank. I got a 500-gallon fuel tank out there, and it just stands out. I mean, it's bright silver. It's that polished aluminum. So I'm painting that. And then the big 70-footer that fell down across my neighbor's fence, kind of got that cleaned up. So I'm just going to throw you into a series of how yesterday went, and then we'll come back and close up the video and chat a little bit.
All right, guys, it's Saturday morning between 8:30 and 9. Doing some work on the property. Saturday mornings I can get out here early. And the main thing is to get this fire pile burned. So got a working fire going. And the key, see, I've already gotten all this in the fire just in a half an hour. The key is to feed this stuff onto this working fire at about the same rate it is consumed, so I don't generate a monster fire pile here. I'm most concerned about it not igniting this pile. It's just too big to burn at once. So keep this fire pile going, keep the working fire. I've found no more efficient method to get rid of yard waste than to burn. So we'll get as much of this burn as we can today. Here's my my overseer. Get this stuff stacked up. Get this little bit moved over to this pile. And then what I'd like to do, I don't know if it's gonna be today or not, is get that big tree that I cut off my neighbor's yard fence, start hauling that over here. All right, I thought I'd show you, I have to be careful how much I throw in here. Look at this smoke column blocking the sun out. And then of course, that smoke blows out onto neighboring property, causes people to freak out sometimes. So I want to keep it small and manageable in case people come over to see what I'm doing. They can go, wow, it's smaller than I thought. Anyway, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Mornings are better to burn because there's no wind. It's dead calm right now. Probably will be till 11 or 12. So that's why I'm doing morning burns. All right, it's about 10 o'clock. You can see I got a slight breeze running left to right, blowing the flames out and blowing the smoke over. So I gotta be careful. What I don't want is that wind to shift and blow the flames at the pile. So this goes towards the theme of the video. How do you burn a pile this big? And the answer is one stick at a time. You just have to break these projects down into bite-sized pieces. I'm not sitting here saying I'm gonna burn all 10,000 sticks today. In fact, it might take me 5, 6, 7, 8 fire days to get this burned. So my goal is to burn it. My progress goal is about 2 hours a day. That protects the fire size and it still protects my afternoon so I can go downtown if I want to. But you gotta learn to break these huge projects into bite-sized pieces. So again, how do you burn a 10,000 pile stick pile? You do it one stick at a time. So a tip, if you need it, is if you're doing a working fire, this is not a campfire. If you got a working fire, you want to lay all your trunk sticks, everything in the same direction. You don't want to cross over. You'll create a teepee or an igloo or a hut over the fire. So always lay your branches and sticks the same direction. That way as the fire burns, things fall down into it. Don't create a tent over it. The other thing I want to show you is I let the ground burn around my working fires. It's good to get the burning fuel off the ground. So I try to go ahead and let it, within reason, burn the grass and the little sticks and stuff around the fire. It creates a safer fire zone. All right, remember this big triple 70-footer? Haven't been out here in a while. Here's an example of cutting it into small pieces. I'm gonna get all that and everything under the fence and over the fence over to here. That'll be enough for this little project today. So this guy is the grandson. He's a Brayman. And this is the Brayman homestead. It was his grandparents that started it. He's also the neighborhood busybody. If he smells fire, he always comes over and checks out what trees I've cut down and if I'm monitoring my fire. But he's about 85, 87. Cool guy. I enjoy talking to him. He's got that ruggedized motor chair. I should get one for Jim. All right, guys, look at this. All the way to the fence, cleaned up. Underneath the fence, cleaned up. Literally everything is back on my side of the fence. I found a place that sells these Log Rails, Big R, Big Ranch. It's a great farm store. I'm hoping I can buy one, not a bundle. We'll find out. So another trick to productivity is break up your monster hard, kill your jobs with little jobs. So I just bought about 2 cases of rattle cans, and I'm turning this silver submarine into a brown submarine. Matches the house. So before, after one coat, it's obviously going to look a lot better. So break up your big hard jobs like hauling logs and burning with little easy jobs. So I'll do this for a while and then I'll go back and reload the fire. All right, we got 2 rattle cans on here. It's looking way better. It's going on way better than I thought. Gotta get a ladder. Look at that. Up against that house. Seen from the main house or somewhere else, it's gonna look way better. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock Saturday morning. Been out here burning 2.5 hours. I'm really pretty pleased, actually. I've got this whole section's gone. This whole section's down several feet, and that down there is down 2 or 3 or 4 feet. So figure about 25% of the burn pile got burned this morning. That's about double what I thought. So anyway, this is what's left of the fire. Got a little bit of flame showing still. So I'm done. I'm getting a periodic 10 to 15 mile an hour wind coming through here. It's 11 o'clock. It's going to get windier as the hour goes through. So that is it for today. Back out here tomorrow. Feels really good to get this done. So the work area is all clean and clear. The fire is almost flame free. So I probably won't leave for the shop for the cigar lounge for another couple hours. So this will burn down nicely and be smoldering by the time I leave it. That's it for Sunday morning or Saturday morning. She knows how to protect herself from the fire. Says I'm gonna hide in the water. Look how clear that water is. And this is a little creek. Comes down out of our pond. Anyway, look at that. You can see the dust from her, the cloud from her being in there.
So the next thing I want to show you is my first wilderness walk with Sasha out on the creek. Pack Creek or Pacific Creek is finally, the spring runoff has blown through the creek. The creek is back down to probably 120% of its normal flow, but it's back in its banks, so I could actually take her for a walk. So these next few minutes is just showing you walking along the creek out the backside of the property and just how beautiful it is. And if you're one of my OGs and you've watched these videos from a year and 2 years ago, you've seen this walk, but so many people have come on the channel in the last year. I just wanted to show you this. So this is my first walk with Sasha out with what I call her wilderness adventure. So there's there's a few minutes of that.
All right, so this is our second attempt to do our wilderness walk. Tried it 5 weeks ago, and this was all full of rushing water. There's a little bit left, but all these little channels were full. I couldn't even think about walking out there. Here we are, last couple of days of June. It looks like we're going to be able to get out here and walk on it. And there are the Tetons smiling at us. And there's one happy Sasha. She loves her wilderness romps. We really haven't done it yet this year. Off she goes. So this is the main vein of Pacific Creek or Pack Creek. It's running pretty much normal now, and you can see it's crystal clear. Dog approved. Yeah, so fly fishing season will be in full force now. And here you're looking straight down Pat Creek at the Tetons. And I've walked over all of that to get over to the main part of the stream. You can sort of see the main house, see the trees right there. Right there. And then the guest house. Mount Moran, the Grand. What a view. Perfect morning out here. Perfect morning. Sasha's loving it. Oof, love it being out here. All right, so here's a good example of how high this creek was, because this was not here last fall. This monster was brought down the creek. It was probably 60, 70 feet. Root ball and all. That actually came down the creek. So you know the creek had to be 4 or 5 feet higher for that thing to travel down it. What a beast. There's another bunch down there. That's the way we're walking, but there's another bunch of trees that came down the creek. Just give you a sense of how high this creek was running back in April, May. It's got pretty much a normal flow to it today. A more happy dog. She loves the water. She just doesn't like to go too much swimming. She just likes to run through it. So I'm looking back up the creek. Here's that monster. Here's the other rat snarl that I was showing you. Look how long that is. That's at least 70 feet, maybe more. And a huge pile. All this came down the creek over the last month or so. Huge. Never seen one that big come down in one piece. She's doing some bird hunting. There's pure dog joy for you. That's what we're here for. Holy smokes, it's like Dead Tree Graveyard out here. It's crazy how much came down the creek this spring. I've never seen it. Look, this is my 4th spring and I've never seen it quite this bad. It's amazing how much stuff came down. It's all over out here. All right, so that's looking back up the creek. There's the guest house. What I want to show you is what makes this area so dangerous. So here you got about a 4-foot elevated shelf full of huckleberries and willows. And this is a grizzly bear's favorite territory. What makes it so dangerous, they can get to within about a foot of you before you even know they're there. Same with the bull and moose. They love to hide up in the willows. They can show up at the wrong time. And then they're 4 feet above where you expect them. So this is why we do this only in the middle of the day. It's pretty much noon now. All along that shelf. It's just like that. So it's too dangerous to come out here in the morning or the evening. So that's why you always see us doing these walks at noon-ish. All right, we're coming up on noon and it's burned down to this. Tiny bit of open flame right there, but just smoldering. Can you imagine that? 25% of this pile is now in that little mound. And this is now safe for me not to stand here and watch. I'm gonna do some other stuff. But now we're in smoldering state. It's much safer.
So that's really it for the video. I had a great day yesterday, very productive. The fire burned down just like how I wanted, so I could head into town, and I got to see my boys, watch a little golf with everybody yesterday. That's sort of the plan today. Get out there, like it says, about 8 o'clock. Get out there and burn for 2-3 hours till the wind starts to pick up. Let it burn into that dome, and then head downtown. So that's what today is. So anyway, we'll do, I'll keep doing update videos. One of the key points I'm trying to show you rather than talk to you right now is how do you take these massive projects like cutting down 50 trees and getting them cleaned up, cleaning up a 10-acre wilderness property that hasn't been maintained in 10 years or 20 years. How do you do that? How do you break that down and not let it become just such a gargantuan task that you never want to get on it? Or you feel like you got to work on it all day long, or you feel like you got to work on it day after day after day. And so what you've seen here is we've been here almost 5 weeks. And, I'm trying to show you, and I've cut it. Some days I walk out and cut down 2 trees or 5 trees. Some days I go out there and burn part of the burn pile. Break these tasks up, these monster tasks that will take me 2, 3, 4 months to get done. How do you break them into these daily bites? So that's really what I'm trying to show you with some of these videos. I'll keep showing you updates on cleaning up the property now. And as I physically, burn things, I need to do other tasks. So I'll show you other projects as I go as well. But that's it for the video today. Hope you have a great Sunday in front of you, and we'll talk to you later, maybe tonight. Have a good day, everybody.